September is also Hunger Action Month, a time when communities across the country come together to raise awareness, provide nutritious food, and supporting neighbors facing hunger. Whether it's through volunteering, donating, or spreading the word, every action matters. Together, we truly can make a difference in our community. And with that in mind, it is my pleasure to introduce Mid-Ohio Food Collective's President and CEO, Matt Habash, who is joined today by Haley Carino-Lee, Government Relations and Advocacy Manager, to share more about the incredible work being done to support our neighbors and strengthen our community.
Good morning, President Crawley and Commissioners Boyce and O'Grady, Deputy Minister Bivens, good to see you again, and Administrator Wilson. Thank you all for the opportunity and for the continued, this is the month that we always try to remind people how severe the hunger challenge is in America through a Hunger Action Month. It used to be called Hunger Awareness Month, and we quickly realized that wasn't strong and bold enough, and we really needed to move people to action. And as President Crawley said, this is really about moving people to get involved, to volunteer. We had over 100,000 hours of volunteer time just within our own food bank over the last year, which was needed because we had 1.8 million visits to people coming to get help from our amazing partners. And that's a 58% increase over the peak of COVID, and I didn't think that was possible. So we're struggling at a time when federal resources are diminishing and some state resources are diminishing. But one of the partners we've had throughout all of this has been the Franklin County Commissioners. You guys and your team have done everything to support us, and I really do appreciate, most recently with the major freezer acquisition that we were able to do and rebuild our whole freezer system, but you've continually given us resources. We do not have a stronger partner, and I just want to say thank you to all of you as we continue to challenge the community. If we're going to solve this, it's going to be solved locally, and we're going to have to figure out how to do this locally, and that's the challenge that we have. So anything we can do from our end to continue to support the work that you're all doing, we'll continue to do that as well. Thank you for the opportunity.
Sure.
Thank you, Madam President, and thank you, Mr. Habash. It was such a pleasure to spend some time with you recently at the Food Collective. But you said something that I wanted to underline for the public that's staggering: 1.8 million visits. Well, Franklin County is less than 1.4 million residents, and so if you take perhaps Cleveland and another city, a large city in Ohio, put them together, then you've got the amount of people who needed that food resource, and that's just unacceptable. What you shared with me when we were touring the collective was that the numbers are trending upward, and moreover, you indicated that the type of family you see coming in today for food support and help are often people who are working families, people who are they go to work day to day, getting a paycheck, but they need just a little more to help get them through the month or the week, and that says a lot about how far we have to go to ensure that everyone has the resources that you're doing, that you're deploying. Finally, let me just say too, I had a couple years ago we invested in quote unquote a freezer for, when people say, well, you spent $1 million in this freezer, we're talking about a region that the Food Collective serves. How many counties?
20 counties, 613 partners right now.
And Franklin County is at the center of that, and being the large entity we are. But that freezer has created the opportunity to prepare the next stage of food service availability for Central Ohio, and it was just amazing. It was also very cold to walk in there, but it was amazing to just see the operations that you're deploying and the volunteers that were dedicated to. I got to talk to some of them, and you would have thought they worked there, because they're so dedicated to this cause. And so maybe there's more that we can do as a community to donate food from our own pantries, or maybe there's more that we can do to volunteer, whatever it is. Maybe this awareness opportunity gives us that chance to recruit folks in to do those things.
Thank you. I think that's very true, and it's this is an amazing. There's some myths out there, and one of them is that people are not working. That's probably the biggest myth. Most of the people we help that can work are working. Most of the people on SNAP are working. So we have these myths going on about putting people to work. They're already working, oftentimes 2 and 3 jobs. but they don't make enough money to pay the bills, and hence they come get food as they pay their other bills. So, it really is important. And most people come 5 times or less a year. And I think that's the other misnomer. People get free food, they come all the time. That is not true. 30% of the people come once a year, 70 come 5 times or less. They're only coming when they have to. But fortunately, working poor people right now have a lot of financial challenges, and we tell them, please pay their bills, their other bills, because it's harder to find a house, and it is harder to keep a car, and it's harder to pay the utility bills and keep them on. So come take care of those things, and we'll help with food. And this community has been responsive to that for decades. So thank you.
Madam President,
Absolutely.
I just want to say thanks for the work that not only you do, but your staff does around our food board, our food policy, our food plan that we've put together here in Franklin County, and the involvement of the Food Collective with the work that the food board and the food action plan that the county and the city have been doing over the years has been critical. So we appreciate you guys being a part of that.
Thank you. If you haven't seen our farms, please come take a look at them, because they're amazing, and we really use them as a teaching tool to teach everybody else in the community how to continue we can grow our own food in a lot of ways. So thank you. Thanks for all the support.
Thank you for all that you do for the community.
Thank you.
Happy to be a partner.